you the beauty of engineering. As you can see, this is an operating theater. Everything in this operating theater is made possible with the help of engineering. From the air conditioner to the lightning, let me put on the lights, to the lightning, to the operating lamp, this is the operating lamp, to the operating bed, to the anesthetist machine, this is a C-arm machine, and this is the screen. This is what we call suction machine, and this is what we call the diathermy machine. This is also an operating lamp. This is a separate operating lamp. So this operating bed, let me start from this operating bed. This operating bed, there are different types of operating bed. There is electrical operating bed, there is mechanical operating bed. The mechanical operating bed is more of hydraulic. While the electrical operating bed uses electric motor. As you can see, this is a electrical operating bed. This is the remote. So I'm trying to see if it can. Okay, it's charging now. Let me see. So this operating bed is manufactured by Mindray. This is an electric operating bed. So these are the buttons that is used to push it up, to take it up, take it down, take it sideways, then the headrest, the leg rest, and every part of this operating bed, it makes use of electric motor. Every part of it makes use of electric motor. It also has armrest, but the armrest is not here. So let me see if I can. Okay. I think it's locked. Let me see. It's not coming on. I think maybe it has to do with some settings. So this is basically an electric bed. I'm going to show you around the operating theater so you will see more of it. You will see, maybe we will get an hydraulic bed, operating table. I said bed, operating table. The correct one is operating table, not a bed. Then this is a suction machine. This is a suction machine. This suction machine uses a negative air pressure to suck in unwanted liquid or unwanted fluid. Let me put it fluid. It could be gas, water, blood, saliva, mucus from the nose, and drains it into this bucket. So this particular suction machine is used by the anesthetist. As you can see, another one there. This one is used by the surgeons. So let me see if I can. As you can see, I've put it on. As you can see, it's trying to suck in air and gas. As you can see. So once you just put it, like during surgery, like this one now is for the anesthetist, so they don't use it for blood, they use it to suck in mucus, saliva from the patient, either when they are trying to put the anesthesia machine on him, or when they are trying to put an intubation tube or when they are trying to put in oxygen concentrator, as oxygen for oxygen to pass through his nostrils. So this is what they use to suck in any unwanted fluid from the nostrils, from the breathing space. Let me just say breathing space, to suck out any unwanted fluid in the passage, in the airways passage. So this is what. Then this other one, this one is used mostly by this one too. This one is more powerful than the other one. This one it is used to suck in blood, like during surgery now, and maybe during surgery and there is excess blood coming out from the patient body. So this one will be used to suck out from the patient. They suck it into one of these bottles. Let me put it on. Hold on. Let me put it on. Yeah, as you can see. So this one will be plugged into this here. Then this hose will go to the patient. As you can see, that started sucking in. This. Let me release my hand. Let me put my hands back. Let me go backward. As you can see, let me release my hands. So this is suction machine. Actually, me putting my hand here is even dangerous because of infection and other things. I'm supposed to use a glove when touching any part of this bottle or anywhere. As you can see, this is a glove here. Then this one is electrosurgical unit. They call it the diathermy machine also. This one is used. Let me put off this. So this one it is used to cut a patient. You know, when you want to cut a patient, like most of you know they use a surgical knife. So this one is more than a surgical knife because this one can cut through the meat, the fat, up to the bone. You know, this is just like an orthopedic setting. So you can use it to cut through. Exactly, this is a surgical blade. As you can see, this is a surgical blade. This is a surgical blade also. This one is used to cut. It's used to cut the patients. But when you want to cut deep, like if someone that is very fat, and you want to cut through the meat and get to the bone, you know, this blade or knife can't do that, and it will take time. So they make use of this electrosurgical unit. So there are two parts here that will be plugged to this, or three parts. There is the diathermy pencil. There is another one, I've forgotten the name, and there's a diathermy pad. The diathermy pad has a negative return to the machine, so that the patient won't get electrocuted. Now this machine it gives out a very high frequency, so that when they're using that blade, the electric blade, to cut the patient, it won't electrocute. It won't electrocute there is a way, I will explain this later. There is a way you can calculate it. You know, the frequency of electrical power supply is 50 hertz, 60 hertz, but this one gives thousands of hertz, so it's very fast that the body can't detect the flow of electrons in the body. It moves in a very, 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 very fast and multiple cycles in 1 second. So this for the diathermy machine, used to also cut. Then this is an anesthetist machine. It is used by anesthetists. This is a patient's monitor. This patient's monitor outlet. Now this theater suite is connected, as you can see the piping, is connected to an oxygen cylinder. As there's the oxygen building outside where oxygen cylinders are plugged in. This is another oxygen outlet. Here, this is oxygen outlet. As you can see, this oxygen goes to the anesthetic machine that gives out oxygen to the patient. This anesthetic machine delivers. I've forgotten the name of the drugs it gives to the patients during surgery, so the patients can be asleep. And it depends on the kind of surgery they want to do for the patients. And again, the condition of the patient, the lifestyle of the patient will determine the kind of anesthetics they will give to the patients. Then when they give the anesthetic to the patients, then they put this on the patient's nose for him to be receiving oxygen. So now this machine now will just be in control of his breathing and everything. Then this is the patient's monitor where you can be monitoring his heartbeat, the patient's heartbeat, the patient's temperature, the patient's blood pressure, and also the patient's oxygen. Now the patient's oxygen, there's what they call pulse oximeter. It makes sure the oxygen in the blood. This machine too does it. Let me see. Yes, exactly. This is the pulse oximeter. It's already connected to the patient's monitor. So this is the oxygen in the blood. It's an infrared light and a red light. So when there is oxygen in the blood, the density of the blood changes. And when the density of the blood changes, it allows, I think the color, or I'm going to check it out. So it may allow or may not allow, it may allow or may not allow the infrared light to pass through the blood. I'm going to check that out very well. So this is an X-ray machine. They call it CR machine. It is named CR machine because of this letter C. Letter from the other side. Yes, from this side, ABC. As you can see, that's a C shape. That's a C shape. So in my next slide, I'm going to show you guys how this CR machine works. It's a very, very beautiful machine. This is the screen. This machine is very, very important when during an orthopedic surgery. It is very, very important. That's stabilizer. The stabilizer is connected to the CR machine to regulate the voltage going into the CR machine. So as you can see, this place is purely engineering. I'm going to talk about this operating lamp and this too. As you can see, this is pure engineering. In my next slide, I'm going to explain this. Then in my subsequent slide, I'll start explaining the engineering behind this suction machine, behind this machine, behind the operating bed, behind the anesthetics machine, behind the CR machine. I'm going to explain elaborately how everything works. So guys, thanks for staying with me. How do I end this live?